popping on in. Guys, welcome to May, last month of school here. Can you believe that? Guys, it's really good to be with you again. It's been a couple weeks now since we've streamed here. We just didn't have a whole lot of information to physically talk about. Well, we always have stuff to talk about, but we just didn't have things that as many things due last week as it's due this week. So that's one of the big reasons why I'm streaming here. I'm gonna try not to make this too long. Don't have any guests in, but we do have a lot of things that I want to go over. For those that watch this later on, just kind of ease your way through this. I'm going to go over where to find everything, how to get to what you need to get to. But yeah, we'll get off of that here shortly. But first of all, I hope everyone has been doing well. Mr. Weaver and I miss all of you dearly. Friday was a weird day, as y'all know. Friday would have been our spring concert, 2019 spring concert, and you know, it was just kind of weird. I was sitting here on my couch right here, just thinking about what we would have been doing that night, you know, and all the things that we normally do leading up to getting you know, prepared for it, and the day before, the Thursday before, how that's our final marching band rehearsal, and the excitement that leads to that 3-hour or 6-hour or 12-hour, depending on how depending on what all you sit through, how you see it. It was just, you know, I missed it. We all miss it, but you know, we'll do that again. We'll return. All that will be back to normal. This year it was just an odd feeling not being able to celebrate our year of hard work with each other and through performance. But I did post our last 3 years of performances for those that wanted to watch it. Of course, they're all found on our YouTube channel. Yes, I know my razor is in quarantine, so along with the black hair or the brown hair, whatever color this used to be. So it's yeah, it's all, we're all doing well here. So anyway, but y'all just hang in there. And all that. I want to, of course, thank you to all of our first responders, all of our frontliners, all of our service industry folks, all of our custodial staffs, and cable workers and power workers, and all you guys that have been just plowing right on through this, getting us through this. You know, we couldn't do it without you. So please don't ever second guess, second rate what you do. It's so important all the time, and not just right now, all the time. So thank you. Big shout out. We have 2 birthdays this week. Chris Sanders on percussion. It's actually both of these are percussionists. Chris Sanders is tomorrow, and Tyke Hendricks is next Saturday. So happy birthday to you guys. Do what we always do. Happy birthday from the mighty black and gold. If we sing the songs, it means you're getting old. Hey, we're so glad to have you on this happiest of days. So in the end, from your friends, happy birthday. Hey! And of course, happy birthday to all those that were last week as well, that put it in the email to y'all. So yeah, so let's get to it, guys. Lots of things to go over here. Let me pull this up. I actually have a checklist for you. Here you go. That should be popping up on your screen for you to see. All right. Before I even get to all of this, I believe it's right here. On my email, I'm not going to read my email word for word, but what I'm going to do is go over some of the stuff that's not on this checklist here, and that's the auditions, wins for all wins, all wins that are going to be returning next year, and all those that are that are coming up from the 8th grade to be here next year. We're going to put our audition music out on our website tomorrow. As you know, we're having to change how we do some of this stuff. It's all going to be online this year, all of it. And all the information you need to know is on that link on our website that I'm actually going to show you where to find all this stuff that I'm talking about too on this video. But yeah, you should have, the scales are the same. We're going to be putting or the scales are in the concert pitch order. In this order, it's concert C, F, B flat, C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. In that order, 2 minutes or less. Play as many octaves as you can cleanly. Let's see what else, and make sure you keep a steady tempo for those scales. Of course, incomplete octaves, you won't get points for those. Usually 5 points per octave as max that you can get. But yeah, that's what we normally do. Now the addition, not addition, but the thing we're going to do this year, we're going to be utilizing Flipgrid, and most of our students, actually all of our students, have been exposed to Flipgrid during this time, so they know how to do it. The eighth graders, I'm not 100% sure, but I did put a step-by-step on how to get to this, how to access this. You can do that no matter what grade you're in on our website. Again, I'll show you that in a second, but if you're curious right now, it's on a Milton High School Band homepage right there. It's where I posted the email. But yeah, so that's all wins. All of these are going to be due by Thursday, May 28th. That does not mean that you have to wait till the 28th to turn it in, but they are due by the 28th, Thursday the 28th. So and then Mr. Weaver and I are going to do what we always do. We're going to sit down and listen to every single one of those and score them as needed, and then we'll place y'all in your chair and band class placement for next year. So make sure you check that out. Tomorrow I'm gonna send a couple reminds tomorrow. And one particular remind, I'll be doing it each day. I'll get to that in a second. Percussion and guard audition information will be forthcoming, guys. We're still trying to figure out how to do those auditions. Even if we have to wait to audition for percussion on your particular instrument later on in the summer, and all that. And guard. Right now, it's just simply signing up. As far as an audition process, Miss Bird, Miss Sargent and Mr. Weaver and I are talking through how we're going to do that and get video submissions. We don't want to bombard everyone with so much stuff, right? Especially right now, being at the end of the school year. So we're trying to be sensitive to that. On the flip side, there is a lot that we're going to need to get to. So, but we'll get you that information very, very soon. Probably, hopefully this week. But anyway, so keep an eye out for that. Let's see. The next thing, I told the jazz band this, and I thought it through really hard. The jazz band, we're not going to have jazz entry auditions this year. Jazz, there's enough that we're going to have to do with the big band, big overall band auditions. I didn't want to put more on students to have to do another Flipgrid or another submission, all that. So all jazz band entry auditions are nullified. That means that if you have room in your schedule and you play a standard jazz instrument, then you are welcome to sign up for jazz band. We will have part placements. That means we'll have placements for say you have 4 trumpets in a section, who's going to play trumpet 1 or trumpet 2. That's the kind of placement we're going to have in August. So make sure that if you do have room for that, you want to sign up, you can do that. It does not take place of a concert ensemble. If you want to do, so you're planning to do marching band, you still must do one of the 3 concert bands, and all that. Standard jazz instrumentation, by the way, is alto sax, tenor saxophone, bari sax, trumpet / clarinet, trombone / euphonium, guitar, bass guitar / tuba, drum set, piano, and yeah, that's it. Yeah. So if you play any of those instruments, you can play them proficiently and read the music. Encourage you, sign up for jazz band. We'll do what we need to get you where you need to be. So next thing, so that's jazz. Next thing, checklist. Okay, this is where this list comes into play. So I probably shouldn't have put that up there, but now I did. So now we're gonna get to this list. Okay, lots of information right here. We're gonna start from the top down. All right, right here. This is very important. All these are very important. But starting Thursday night and Friday night, 6 to 8 p.m., we are going to have a drive-in uniform return. That means that all you have to do is drive in through at the south parking lot. You're going to drop off your uniform through your car window and instruments as needed. If you're not returning next year, this is for school. You will need to get your school-owned instrument as well. You'll drive in, drop that off. We'll be there. We'll be right there to get it right from you, and then you can be on your way. So this is so important that you know how to do that, and when it is 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thursday and Friday of this week. Now, guys, listen. I chose to do it for 2 days so we don't have a big lineup of cars coming up in the south parking lot for a 1 day of drop off. Please don't wait everyone wait till Friday to do this. Also did that so just in case if you can't do it Thursday, you can do it Friday or vice versa. But we just want to make sure it's quick and efficient as possible. What you're going to do, again, this is South Parking Lot. This is the parking lot by the band room. You're going to drive in, go by the tree. We'll have our uniform officers will be there, and us will be there to take your uniform by the band truck, and then you're going to pull on around. We'll probably have another table if you do not have internet. I don't know why I said internet like that. Internet. If you haven't been able to get these forms, or you don't have access to the online auditions and stuff and all that, we'll have another table to give you whatever forms you need. Again, but though most of these band banquet forms are due on Friday, but it's mainly the audition music. If you absolutely need a printed copy of the audition music, we'll try and have that for you as needed at another table. But anyway, once you drop off, we'll verify that is indeed the uniform that you were issued, and that you don't have any other uniform parts that were issued that we need to be returned. And you'll go right by the daycare and head home. Now, I said issued parts. Now, understand parts that we issue that are required to be returned are the jackets, sashes, gauntlets. Jackets, sashes, and gauntlets. Stuff that you may have been issued because you maybe lost the part, or you had an emergency and you needed to get an emergency fix or something. You got issued, we'll need that returned too. I mean, this is every other part of your uniform: the shoes, the bibbers, the helmets with the plume, all that. If you got issued those parts out of an emergency situation, we'll need those. Now, I want to make sure I'm clear on that, because those parts are also the half that you do pay for. You pay for, you keep. But we did have some situations that popped up throughout the year that students needed those parts because they didn't have them on hand at that moment, at that performance. So we got to make sure we get those parts back as needed. Okay. If you are curious, we do need these things clean, and I've made a whole procedure on how to clean each part. Make sure you do this, especially this time right now. We've got to have clean uniforms. Hello, James Fair. So make sure that you do that. Again, I'll show you exactly where to find that procedure here in a second on our website. Okay, next, all of our on Friday, all the rest of these band banquet forms, all from here down, all these are due on Friday. The year bar applications, that has probably been the one that's been out for the longest. That is all completely online. You can click that link right there, and I'll show you where that is too. Band favorite nominations, that's also completely online. That's due. That's that one that the leaderships helped put together. The senior last will. So far, I only have 2 seniors, James Fair and Wade Garrett. I believe 2. I know it's no more than 2 that have turned those in. So seniors, we have 36 of y'all. So 34 of you still need to turn in a last will. There's also and information is right there. You email those directly to me. There's my email right there. Schultzim at santarosa.k12.fl.us. Next, the BPA scholarship application. I only have one of these. So good job, James Fair, for being the only senior to turn in a scholarship application. If no one else turns one in, then you're probably automatically going to get that. So, and if we only have one other person turn it in, well then both of you will probably automatically get that. If we have 3 turn in, then our committee can get together and figure out which two of those 3 can do it. But in any case, guys, seniors, don't miss out on this. This is $1,000 a piece. $1,000 a piece to the top 2 candidates. So let's get that turned in. Let's see. And the last but not least is the leadership applications. I have gotten a few of those now. It seems the Google submission form seems to be working pretty well. The packet. Sorry, I don't know why I yelled that just then. The packet is pretty much like you're used to it, with the few exceptions on there. Just read through it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But what you need to make sure that you do is to submit it. You need to make sure that it's all one file. I've had 1 or 2 people try and submit like 5 different things, that's not how that works. You need to make it one file. However you need to do that, even if you have to adjust the packet itself. I just need that one file to be submitted through the form. Also on the form is the interview sign up. So that's probably, those 2 things are the main reason why we're doing the online. Well, we have to do the online submission. So so you sign up for a time. For those that have already put in for a time, keep an eye out on your Teams, on your email, your school email. I'm going to put an invitation to have a meeting with you during that time that you sign up for. So keep an eye on that. It'll be between you and Mr. Weaver and me. It'll be a normal interview like we do in the office. So anyway, hey Tara, hey Stephanie, welcome back. Yeah, you're right. College tuition is not cheap. Believe me, I know. All right. So let's see. And of course, you can see the other information right here about when the interviews will take place and all that. Guys, next week, not this week, not like Monday, but next week, there's some other information, some drum major and band captain information that I'm going to be talking to you all about. You can already see it. It's on the email that I sent out. So keep an eye on that. It's how to submit those videos. That's what I'm talking about. Drum majors, all the drum major candidates, anyone that's going to be auditioning for drum major, I do plan on getting you that music, the prepared portion of music, on Monday as well. So keep an look out for that. Again, guys, this week's gonna be a busy week in regards to what's happening with the band, and everything. So drum major prepared music will be given out on Monday. Okay. The other thing I want to mention is what I put in my email about our bills that are due and statements and money that is due. Guys, I kid you not, we still owe about $16,000 worth of we have $16,000 worth of bills. That's most, in 11,000 of that is from marching season. We got to have our fair shares. At this point, everything should be paid in full. Everything. The last fair share payment was due on Friday, this past Friday. So, guys, we got to get it done. We're sensitive to what's going on right now. We really are. We need communication. Okay? If you sit and don't say anything or just hope it's going to go away, it's not. I wish it would, but we got to be able to provide our students with the best quality of everything, and with that, we got to have money to be able to do that. It's all about our students. It really is. We're not trying to take this money and put it in a Weaver Schultz account. We're not doing that. We have bills. We have $11,000 of band shop bills to pay, and $5,000 to the $5,000 as part of our Lumpia sales that we did for as a fundraiser a while back. So please, guys, we got to get this in. We got to get this in. We've got to that 16,000 has got to be to zero before the end of June or the middle of June. So please get it in. These charges aren't going to leave. So don't think that when you graduate or if you transfer schools that they're going to leave. Schools ask for what's owed and all that, and they're gonna we're gotta get it to them. So again, we're not the IRS. We're not gonna come after you and bust your legs to get the money. We just need communication. We need you to actually contact us and Mr. Weaver and I, or just Mr. Weaver, and let us know what's going on with your situation so we know how we can help you. Okay? All right. So that's all the stuff that's due this week. Now, where do you go to find this? Let's see if this works. I discovered some new stuff with this thing that I'm using, by the way, so that's why I'm having this pop up. But most of y'all, let's see. Most of y'all are familiar with our band website. Look at that. Mighty Black Gold. So much information is found on here. So much. I mean, you scroll across the top, and this changes intermittently depending on the time of year. Sometimes we'll have our Blackwater Classic information up here. That we had our New York trip up here for the longest time until we got back, and just want to make sure that get this simplified. But guys, I keep telling you, go to MiltonHighSchoolBand.com because look at this. I want to make sure that this is. Yeah, it is. Okay. On our home page, I just mentioned about uniform and how to clean it. Right here on our home page, Uniform Cleaning Guide. You'll click on that, and that takes you to a PDF file on how to clean each part of your uniform. Each part. All this is great stuff to make sure that you clean throughout the year. The stuff that you need to focus on are the ones that you're returning to us. So all that right there. Okay, I'm not going to read that word for word. I'm not going to read that to you, but it's right there on our homepage. All right, all the band banquet documents. I keep calling band banquet documents because why? Because look at this. Right here on our homepage, on that button, we have a button called the band banquet documents. Click on that, and that takes you to this page right here. And right here, I put everything, all the documents that I talked about are all right here. You click on any one of these, and it will, you can see for yourself and how to fill it out and whatnot. I just clicked the 2020 leadership application, and that is a Word document. I kept it a Word document because I felt like that would be the easiest to put attach an essay at the end of it. So you click that. Drum major audition information, all right here. You can click that. I believe that's a PDF. Band captain video submission information, right there. Your year bar application. You click that. That should open up a Google form. Yep. And all you got to do is go through and fill this out. A lot of people have so far. You have two versions of the scholarship application. Both of them have the exact same information. I just didn't know which one would be easiest for y'all to. You choose whichever one is easiest for y'all to fill out. The PDF. Both of these are fill outable. But you do need to attach the essay to this and email it to me. Email all that information to me. Senior Last Wills, click on that. Tells you everything you need to know about the Senior Last Wills and how to submit it. Look at that, by Friday. Oh, from May 7th. It should say May 8th. And email that to me. Okay. And let's see, band favorites online form. Here's the online form right here. All these questions all the way down. Different sections of it. Tried to make that not look so overwhelming. Again, with the band favorites online form, you don't have to vote for everything on there. You just, if you want to vote for one thing, you can do that, but you can only vote once. All right. Online leadership app submission. This is nice and bold, so you know how to do that. Click that, and here is the online leadership application submission. Again, whenever you submit this, You will first and foremost, you will just figure out what time and day you want to interview. And guys, don't worry about if you happen. Don't think that you're going to be able to choose. Don't worry about possibly choosing that same exact time as someone else. As people sign up, these times go away. So you have a choice of 2 days and 15-minute intervals. You choose which day. All right. And then the next page, it's kind of set up like the leadership application is. You choose how many or which positions you're running for. And then you fill out various information here. At the end of all this, I can't really get to it here at this point because I haven't filled in, and I don't want to go through and fill in all this. But at the end, the very last section of this form is where you submit your or upload your documents. Now, yes, you do need to make sure you have a Gmail account of some type. Not saying that you need to open one, but if you want to, it's free. And by the way, if you have a Gmail account, when you create a Gmail, you also create a YouTube channel for yourself. If you want to use that, you create all this cool stuff with Gmail, with their Office stuff that you can use, and everything. But anyway, guys, I don't want to go into detail more than I already have. But I encourage you, if you need to know any information, it's right here. All of it is right here, right on our homepage. Now, I don't know if there's any new members that are watching this right now. If so, welcome, guys. I hope to see you and get to know you real soon. And give you that big welcoming statement as part of our family. But if you want to know any information about what new members, there is a new members tab right there that I just clicked right there at the top. Now, as you see right here, all of these dates are tentative. So any dates you see on here, it's very tentative. In fact, we are not going to be able to do these spring rehearsals here because we're not going to be able to be in school. And we don't know anything about summer events at this point. But anyway, so new members, you can go there, check that out. If you have any questions, always you can contact Mr. Weaver and I. Now, I just mentioned summer events. I want to go ahead and knock this out of the park. We don't know at this point. Let me get this out of the way. Hang on. Hang on. Right there. Okay. Summer events. We don't know right now, and I wish we did. We don't have an answer as to whether they are or they aren't. Now, right now, everything is scheduled as is. We're not changing anything about the summer until we are told we can't do that. So June 3rd, June 1st, rookie camp is still scheduled as normal. Band camp still scheduled as normal. Everything about the summer is still scheduled as normal. But we will, as soon as we find out about from what the school, from the district, as soon as they give us word what we can or what they're wanting us or what we're going to be able to do, we'll let you know. Okay, so that's the word on that. Okay, so right, I think that's everything for the I think there was only about 5 years on this, but that's fine. You all are in the know, so thank you, thank you for being here, thank you for giving up some time and allowing me to come into your living rooms, and welcome to my living room. I got the fire going as always. Always got to have the fire. So anyway, that's all the information right now. If there are any questions, I will pause briefly, or I will pause for any questions that you may have, even if it's what cheese I ate today. Did I eat cheese today? Oh, anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know. This is your time. And this is also the awkward part. Let's see. Shannon Ward, hi. Hello. And by the way, y'all can comment anything you want in the comment section, as long as it's appropriate, of course. So. All right. Well, I'm not seeing anything pop up. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off then. But yeah, if y'all do have any questions, please let me know. Mr. Weaver and I's office hours are from 8 to 3:30 each weekday. So if you ask a question or try and get in contact with us on a weekend or after those times and we don't answer, um, then just understand that that's we'll get to it as soon as we can during our office hours. It's just no shave till school starts. It's no shave till I see my students again. So the day I see the students, the day after that, I'll shave. Maybe. I kind of like this, Miss Allen, Miss Shelley. So we'll see. So anyway, all right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sign off. So I hope everyone stays safe, stays healthy. Guys, remember, we're in this together. And as always, together, we are the Mighty Black Gold. So y'all have a great evening